Hello everyone, and welcome to On Trends CC, where we look at some On Trends CC from 10 different creators that fit a particular room. In this case, today we are looking at the nursery and that fit a particular theme that is on trend for 2024. Now, this is going to be a very first for this series where I have decided to use a whole creator's set. So I found this set by Syboulette, and it is the Enchanted Dreams set. Now, today we are working on a nursery, as you could probably have guessed, but we are working on the nursery, and trendy nursery at that. And one of the big trends for 2024 is a woodland nursery. So that is sort of the whimsical woodland nursery. You look at this and you're going, that's a whimsical woodland, right? So it just ticked, like every single piece was just like perfect for this trend. And I was just like, I tried to leave some stuff out, and I possibly could have tried harder, but I didn't want to try that hard because I wanted to use it all because it was all amazing. And I thought this would be absolutely gorgeous in a nursery. So what we're going to be looking at today is this set, but also 9 other creators who I think their items will actually work to just basically fill up the room and really create a snuggly, wonderful, whimsical woodland nursery. So that's what we're going for today. So there are some trends actually that work in really nicely with this. So we've talked about sustainability and using natural materials to create items, so like upcycled or recycled woods and that sort of thing. And obviously this is made out of wood. Like we've got the wood lamp, we've got the wood crib, the wood pram, the wood playmat, the wood changing table. I mean, it's all wood. Even the mobile is mobile. Even the mobile is made out of wood. So, absolutely perfect from the sustainable side of things. But yeah, I actually wanted to do something for the nursery that was quite specific as far as a trend goes. So what we're going to be doing is a themed room, which is on trend, but it's not like a full-on absolute theme. So for 2024, themes are actually toned down. So they're going to become more of a concept rather than taking over the entire space. So I thought the challenge with this one would be to actually balance it out and try to not have it look completely like a forest. So yeah, I think that's going to be interesting, particularly because I've chosen this whole entire set, which has such a strong theme to it. It's going to be quite an interesting idea, actually trying to balance that out for the whole of the nursery with using these other little bits of CC and just making it look like a nursery without going overboard with the theme. So I thought that could be, a really interesting challenge. Another specific to nursery's theme for 2024 is natural wood. So basically what's happened with nursery rooms is that the crib has become sort of the neutral foundation from which the rest of the room is built. So instead of being the focus of the room, it's kind of like the thing that anchors the room, and then everything else sort of comes together to build the room from there. So it's a neutral sort of start, and then you bring your theme or your style in from there. So I'm excited to see what we do from this. So this was the Enchanted Dreams nursery set from Syboulette. And as always, I will put the link below to that set so that you can download it if you are interested. But I thought we could take a look at the little colours and everything like that first before we move on to the next item. So what we have here is we have a canopy and the crib. We've got a hanging light and the mobile. So with mobiles, there is actually a little bit of a mini trend with those this year as well in nurseries. So they are definitely back in. So I didn't realise they were out. But to be fair, I wasn't too up on my old nursery trends. It's been a while since I've had a little nursery in the house. And the thing with the mobiles is that they are more of now sort of like an art decor piece instead of just like a functional spinning, like one of the plastic spinning mobiles that like makes the music. It's actually gone the next step with the mobiles in the sense that they are now more of an artistic piece. And I thought that this mobile here actually really fit that, because it's not just, you know, a little functional piece. It's got like a little bit of an artistic sort of side to it. It's got like, you know, it's 3D. It's got some depth, and it's sort of obviously it's suitable for a nursery, but it's a little bit more than just, you know, a plastic mobile that would spin around with music. Okay, let's take a look at the colors and what we are going to do with those. So I obviously have in mind like the woodland theme. Maybe we do go green, but we do have like quite a lot of different colors here as well, which I think is fabulous. So if you did want to not necessarily go a woodlands theme, I think you've got that option there as well. So with this, you've got little spotties in different colors and the different colored wood. And we've got different shades in that as well. Actually, I quite like that too. It's nice. And it's the same again as the crib with the pram. And same again there with that as well. The little leaf playmat, which I thought was super cute. Lots of different colours in the little mushroom. And the changing mat. Now, this is very cool. So let's zoom in on that a little bit. So in this, you've got like the little mushrooms, which obviously matches our little mushroom here, which I thought was very nice. And then we've got like a blue version, pink version, purple version, and orange version, red version, and white version. So, and then a black version as well. And then there's plainer options as well. So if you didn't want to go for a woodland theme, if you wanted to do something a little different, you've actually got quite a lot of options as far as colors go. The spin is actually separate, so you can take that away and use that elsewhere, the little diaper bin. And same sort of thing again. It's got like a whole range of colors. You've got plains and you've got split colors as well with a little pattern on there. And this is our decal, which I think is very whimsical and lovely and fits the whimsical sort of woodland theme very nicely. So different colours in the branches, which works with like different colours of the room. So I thought that was very cool. So Syboulette's Enchanted Dreams set. So up next we have something very adorable. It's some artwork. So this is from ArtVitalex from their Stockton Nursery collection. So I thought this was super cute, and I think it would look absolutely adorable in a little nursery. Now, it does come in like a couple of other colours, but it's sort of like got a kangaroo. Is that a dog? Maybe a hyena? Not sure. Some sort of doggish animal, and an elephant. And then you've got some cute little birds as well. So there's like a few different sort of styles, but I was mostly drawn to this little cutie here. I thought these were absolutely adorable little pictures, and I could totally see those on a nursery wall, so I really liked. So that is from ArtVitalex's Stockton Nursery. Hokey pokey, now we are looking at some little bits and pieces of furniture. So this comes to us from Harrie from their Coastal Bedrooms collection. So this is from the nursery part of that, and we've got like a little nursery wardrobe, nursery cabinet, a little nursery kind of ottoman, I guess, and a little side table as well. And what I really loved about these is the wood, because we are very into wood this year, into the warm tone of wood, the natural nature of the wood and how it brings sort of the outside in, and talking about sustainability, all that sort of thing. And I really liked that they had like a little unique kind of touch to them with the round parts, because bringing in like that personal touch or uniqueness into your furniture is very in for 2024. So I really liked. Now, what is this called? This is called the Nursery Spindle Footstool. There we go. So that's what that one's called. And one thing for 2024 is having like upholstery on seating. So that is a trend for 2024 that I think that captures very nicely, the little footstool. And I thought that could be like really cute beside or near like an armchair or something like that. There was an armchair that did go with this, but I went with a slightly different option for that one. So let's take a wee look at the colours that we have with this. So huge range of colours on this one. I mean, look at all those colours. Absolutely fabulous. So basically any kind of nursery, you're going to be finding the right colour for you. I mean, there's so many natural shades that would work really nicely with a whimsical woodland nursery. I think that's going to be brilliant. And this one, you've actually got a couple with the two colours. So you've got like the different coloured leg and the different coloured top. And then there's a couple, I guess, I mean, they're kind of different as well, but it just has it as like a single colour. But yeah, I feel like those are pretty different. Those two there. but then we have like a solid black there as well. And this one is the same sort of colors again, so like you can actually just mix and match in any color you like, which I love. It's one of the things that is particularly good about CC is that customization that you can get with colors, which I think is cool. Anyway, so that's from Harrie from their Coastal Bedrooms collection. Now, no nursery would be complete without toys. So we have here a lamp, some toys, and a rug. And this comes to us from the House of Harlix, which is Felix, Andre, and Harrie, and is from their Tiny Twavellers collection. So this was actually the second choice for me for this particular theme, because it had like some really good stuff that would work really nicely with a whimsical woodland theme. So I could have used like so much more from this collection, because it's really good. Oh, also, you know what I forgot? What also comes with this is wallpaper. So the Tiny Twavellers, so we've got a plain wall, and we've got a mural wall, and a dino wall, and a hedge wall, and a mural trim, and another trim wall, and a hedge wall, and a dino wall. So we've got some amazing wallpapers. This was actually the main thing that drew me to the set, was the wallpaper, which I thought looked absolutely amazing, because on trend for 2024, when we're looking at classic meets modern, it's bringing in all over wallpaper. It's bringing in even if you're going like a more maximalist design, it's bringing sort of like a wallpaper and bold designs and classic sort of designs and that sort of thing. So yeah, I feel like this sort of meets the classic meets modern kind of thing, but because of like the nature of the wallpaper, it's going to fit so nicely with that whimsical woodland kind of feel, which I think is going to be very cool. So I was particularly drawn to this one here. I mean, look at that. I mean, imagine a whole nursery. It's over the top probably, but a whole nursery sort of done in that, and it's just like pretty amazing. But let's have a look at some of the other colors that we have in each of the wallpapers. So if we're looking at the plain one, so we've got sort of, it's all sort of like a range of really solid plain colors, which I think gives you sort of flexibility to go whatever direction you like with the room. And you could probably mix and match that quite nicely with the wallpapers as well if you wanted to balance it out. But if you're going like fully trend on, then going for a full wallpaper look is more on trend for 2024 rather than doing your feature wall. That's kind of out this year. So in the Tiny Twavellers mural wall, so this little darling here, so let's have a look at the other colors, because they're all sort of different designs. I mean, look at that. Through the jungle. I mean, look at all the animals and bits and pieces. I mean, I think this is absolutely stunning. Like the clouds and like a slightly different cloud, mountains, which is kind of more abstract, but I think those are very cool. Then we've got the dino walls. So we've got that with a Stegosaurus, and in the pink and the green and in the grey. And then looking at the hedge wall, so we've got that there with the green, the blue, the red, I think there might be blue, sort of pinkish, sort of greyish. So I mean, I think those are all pretty amazing. I would probably look at like, you know, something like those ones there maybe. I don't know, we'll see how far I go when we put this together, but I thought that wallpaper was absolutely stunning. So and then you've got all the little toys, and there is like a dino lamp as well, and that comes like in a whole range of different colours. And I thought, you know, when we're talking about rooms in 2024, we're talking about sort of antique pieces, pieces that have like a unique sort of personality to them. And I thought that really fit that. And it could be something that could be, again, meeting that classic meets modern kind of trend, where it's like, you know, maybe that's that heirloom piece that they've, maybe the grandparent has passed on to have in the grandkids' room. And then in the toys, so we've got a few different colours in that, and a little crocodile, and oh look, little tiger stripes and dots, cool, and the little rabbit. And now this is actually a light as well, so it does have like a little bit of a glow to it. And then there's like a cute little dinosaur, which is the Stegosaurus, which can't be changed. Magnifying glass, no, one color. Binoculars we can change. So some of this is decorative. I actually haven't checked if these are usable. We should probably check that. And then that's a little hat as well. So I imagine like most of that is decorative, but let's have a wee look and see if any of these actually have a function as well. So this one doesn't have a function. It's just environmental. These are all environmental. This one is functional. So this one here is functional. This one is a lamp, and the rest of these are just all decorations. Okay, that's good to know. And then last from this set is the rug, because we needed a little rug in the room, and I thought this could be a cute one. Might work really nicely with a whimsical woodland theme. There were like heaps of cute little rugs and stuff, and yeah, a lot of them was sort of like pinks and blues and that sort of thing, which isn't the color we're going for in this particular room, because we're going like really natural theme colors and jungle sort of colors. So we do have quite a few different colors in this, which I thought could work really nicely in a jungle theme. And I mean, look at that, it's kind of like a little maze through the middle, which I thought was really cool. So plenty of options as far as colors go, and yeah, hopefully that ties in nicely with our nursery. So this set is from the House of Harlix, and it's their Tiny Twavellers collection. Next we have this lovely wall shelf and a little bit of clutter for our nursery, and this comes to us from Kardofe, and it is part of their Bella Baby's Room collection. I really like the shelves. I thought they're going to be really handy because I've got like some more little bits and pieces of clutter and stuff that we can put in there. So that's going to be useful. I love that art. We looked at the art from ArtVitalex, which was animals as well. So I thought that it actually could tie in really nicely, these additional pictures with these. With like more little cute animals on it. I mean, can you go wrong with cute animals? I feel like you can't. And we've got like a little bottle and two little bottles, really. Just different, one with a cap on and one without. And a cute little box as well. So I thought they could be quite useful for the nursery, and just sort of adding like a little bit of a lived-in feel with it and a functionality to it. More that it looks like it's functional than it actually is functional, you know? Because a lot of the stuff is obviously going to be decorative over, you know, having a function. But there are like four different colors in the little cloud shells, so they fit like the little bits and pieces on there so nicely. And when you've got kids, I mean, particularly little sort of newborns and infants, I mean, there is always going to be so much little bits and pieces that you need, because you need like about 1,000 things to even take them out of the house. And then you've got a blue bottle and a yellow bottle. And in the artwork, we've got, oh, so cute, like it's very sleepy, like a little sleepy giraffe. Let's have a wee look closer on that. So it's a little sleepy giraffe and an elephant. Oh, and look at those. They're so cute, the little baby animals. Oh, they're so adorable. And what was the other one? Oh, it's like little moon sleepy bears. Oh. So, I mean, those are absolutely adorable. Now, they are stand-up art. They aren't wall art. So, I think they'll go on like a piece of furniture or something somewhere, which I think is really cool. But those could work really nicely. And in the little box, we've got, oh, it's a little kitty. 3 different colours in there and 2 different faces. So that little set is from Kardofe, and it's from their Bella Baby's Room collection. Next, we have a fabulous little set of things. So this is from Jomsims, from the Acnassy Nursery collection. And we have a wall light and a rocking chair, because it's nice to have a little rocking chair in a nursery. I think that's sort of, it conjures the idea of you sitting there late at night nursing your child and just sort of gently rocking them to sleep, you know, probably getting sleepy yourself because you've very little sleep. If I remember my nursing days very well. And yeah, I thought this was really cute. And also, I mean, obviously we need like a little wall light. I'm going to pretend like this is a little defender light to defend against those monsters under the bed. Not that the infants or newborns worry about that, but they do like you know, a nice soft light to go along with their room. And I thought there could be some cool colors. So we've got some pink and more natural color, which might work really nicely in our room, and also a blue. And then in the rocking chair, we've got the same sort of range of colors, 4 colors there. So it might be that we have like a contrast color, maybe in the white or the blue or the pink. I don't know, we'll see how we go. But I really liked this little set, because in terms of trend and stuff, we're looking at like a rattan weave on there, and it's sort of got that almost like a metallic look to like the top of it, just the way that it shapes and stuff like that. So, you know, I thought the rattan weave actually worked with the trends for 2024 when we're looking at natural and sustainable materials. And rattan is a really big one, sort of the woven jute, reeded wood, all that sort of stuff is a very in for 2024. And throughout the house and definitely in the nursery as well. So bringing in texture to your room is also a big thing for 2024. So we're looking at you know, all this sort of different tones. So we layer like the tones of the room, and then you layer in like different textures and stuff as well. So it's just about the combination of those things, but that is very big for 2024. So I thought that could work really cool in our whimsical woodland room. So that set is from Jomsims from their Acnassy Nursery collection. And I can't stay away from the adorable art, but I will put it to you that babies need visual stimulation. Like, they spend a lot of time sort of lying in their cot or lying in their crib, and they're looking around and they're getting to know the world, and having sort of like different kind of art on the wall, like in the black and white. I mean, that's particularly stimulating for children, but like lots of bright colors and stuff as they get a little older and start to understand colors. I mean, I think that's absolutely perfect for a nursery to have lots of artwork and lots of visual stimulation. So stimulation. So I've got some more art for you and a Pouf. So this comes to us from Onyxium, and it's from the Nagoya toddler bedroom. So it's the art and the little Pouf right there. So let's have a look at the different colors. So on trend for 2024 in the bedrooms, we've been talking about sort of layering textures and colors, and I thought this little Pouf had like a little bit of texture to it as well, which I thought was very cool. And we want to just make it really comfortable. So, you know, the whole sort of theme of 2024 is about homey, cozy spaces with sophisticated patterns. So I thought, you know, this could be like a really cool Pouf with like different textures and that sort of thing on it that could work within the room. But the art, I mean, we've got like 4 different styles of art. Let's just space them out. Let's take a look. So we've got a black and white one there, and then we've got like a more I don't know, it's almost abstract but not quite, and then we've got these cute little animals as well. So we're going to have cute little animals all over the wall. It's absolutely incredible. I love that. I think that's absolutely gorgeous little art. So I mean, you know, lots of visual stimulation is great for kids, and I like that it was like, you know, part of like animals and stuff are part of our whimsical woodland kind of theme, which we're going to be going for. So that is the art and Pouf from Onyxium's Nagoya toddler bedroom. Now we have something a little different, and I'm kind of excited about this because they're so cute. Like, they're really tiny and cute, and I love them. So this is a clothes and hanging display, and these have been made by Severinka in their Elia Nursery collection. So that collection has 2 parts. This is from it, and I love it. So I love, like, it's got like a little hanging collection, and you can actually put stuff on that shelf as well on the top, but then you've got your little clothes hanging underneath. And I mean, it's on trend because it's made of wood, sustainable, that sort of thing, but it's also practical as well. We've talked about in some of the other episodes in the series about having how storage is a big thing in 2024, like actually thinking about how you can multi-purpose your room. I think it's a little bit harder with a nursery, but I think it's still a space where it's definitely a space where you need lots of storage, because babies just end up collecting, I don't know how many things, but it's a lot of things, like lots and lots of things, and they're little tiny things, and they need they need plenty of storage. So having like different ideas for the way that we store things and out of the box storage ideas is big for 2024. So let's take a look at our colors and what we've got there. So this is the hanging thing is separate from the clothing, so you can have that all separate. The clothing does sit like a little bit funny when it is off the rack, just by the way, but when it's on, it's absolutely fine. Magical. So we've got like a few different colors there, which would be perfect for the different nursery colors. So you got plain white if you want to go really neutral, although white is out this year. It's more about warmth. So go cream, sort of neutral chocolate colors, that sort of thing, very in for this year. So in the clothing, we've got little llama on there and a little cow. Oh, and look, like the little gingham pants. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, and then in the dress, we've got that in the pink, that in the blue, and then that in the teal. And then in the flower top, we've got that in the white. Is it flowers or butterflies? Flowers, I think. So we've got a few different colors on that, but this one actually has like little different designs on it too, which I think is absolutely adorable. So it is sort of quite feminine clothing, but I guess, I mean, that could be quite maybe not so much that one, but maybe not that one. But that one could be masculine. So I think those are absolutely adorable, and they come to us from Severinka from their Elia Nursery collection. One thing that has held true throughout the trends of 2024 is having like pieces that are unique, that have personality. They might be vintage items or repurposed items. And I felt like these two pieces would really fit into that niche, that they would fit that whole sensational kind of standout unique centerpiece item in the room, and I felt these two items would be absolutely perfect as those little standout unique personality piece items. So these this chair and this mirror is from Simcredible, and it's from their Naturalis Kids Room. So I saw these and I was like, you know what, I feel like these are very on trend for 2024. They've got those little touches of metallic, which we know are very in for this year. And yeah, I love the unique shape of them. And once again, we're looking at upholstered chairs for 2024, and our little chair here does have upholstery on it, so absolutely perfect. Let's take a wee look at the colours. So we've got quite a few little colours in this chair, which I think is going to make it nice and flexible to use like in a number of rooms. It's going to be, I think this would actually work in a whole lot of different styles of rooms, because I mean it could fit into like a classic meets modern room where you go like definitely a little bit more neutral and classic with those touches of modern. I feel like that would work really well in there. I think it could even work really nicely in like a maximalist room. We're going more whimsical and eclectic is what we're going for in this particular trend, because we're going for our whimsical woodland. But yeah, I think this would actually be a really flexible piece. These two pieces actually entirely would be really flexible in different styles of nurseries, which I think is great. We've only got 3 colors in the mirror, but I think like even like that color, I mean that looks kind of amazing. You think about like if you had like that color and you had like all the little wood pieces and that sort of thing, I mean it's going to look absolutely marvelous. So I'm excited to see how I can fit these into a whimsical woodland room, because they're quite unique pieces, so it's going to be an interesting fit. So those come to us from Simcredible from their Naturalis Kids Room. And then last but not least, we have this little collection here, and this comes to us from SixamCC, and it is part of their Stylish Wood Nursery collection. So we have a high chair, a bassinet, and some clutter. Now, I feel like with a nursery, it's kind of like a room of growth. So you're growing from when you get like your newborn, right? They're tiny and they go in your bassinet. And then you slowly, as they get a little bit older, they'll very quickly actually grow too long for a bassinet. And that's when you sort of move them over to your crib. But, you know, they're still in that sort of quite helpless kind of stage. And I think that sort of until they hit that toddler age, very much a nursery room still fits them. So So we've got the bassinet here for when they're a newborn, and with the Enchanted Dream set from Syboulette that we looked at first, we had the crib with that. So we've got a bassinet and a crib in the room. Let's go up a little bit so we can take a wee look in the crib. And then with that, I put a high chair in here. I realised that in The Sims we can't actually feed infants in the crib until they can sit up, but we can as infants feed them in a high chair. So I thought that was still appropriate for a nursery where we are housing our newborns and our infants. So it's a sort of one of those rooms where you would have both a bassinet and a crib, and you know, as they age up from the bassinet, then you'll shift them over to the crib and maybe get rid of the bassinet out of the room, or maybe you're looking at having another one. I don't know. But yeah, so we've got like the natural colors in here with the natural tones and natural woods, which works really nicely. Absolutely perfect with our whimsical woodland theme. And I thought like, you know, we talked about the curves and the straights in 2024 and how that's very in, and we have those little curves, and it just adds like a softness to the furniture, I think. And of course we have like some really fabulous clutter as well, some really good baby clutter. Actually, we've got some diapers, which I think is amazing because we need that. We've got baby monitor and baby camera, and then we've got like the bottle and the warmer. So let's go up close with those. So that's the camera, the monitor, that's the nappies, and then we've got like an assortment of bottles, formula, So this is like a little set all together. So you got the bottles, the formula, some puree, baby food, and then you've got bottles separate, and then you've got the bottle warmers separate as well. So I mean, that's an amazing little set of bits and pieces of clutter, and then like some necessities in the high chair and the bassinet. So let's take a look at the colours. So as far as the colours go, we've got a huge range of colours, which I think is marvellous. So we've got browns and greens. Look, this could work really nicely in our Whimsical Woodland. I could totally see that. And then we've got blue, orange, black, green again. I mean, that could also work as well, because we've got like a polka dot thing going on with the crib too, which I think is very cool. So heaps of different colours there. I'm leaning towards that one for our Woodland Whimsical room, but we'll see how we go. Heaps of colours in the high chairs. So you've got like plenty of options no matter what kind of room you want to go with. I think you've just about got a colour for it here. So heaps of colours. We've got 10, 20, 30, 32 colours. I mean, hello. Diapers. Lots of different designs. Oh, I love that. Like having different skin shades. That's thoughtful. That is thoughtful. Thank you very much. I love that, SixamCC. Very thoughtful. And then in the baby monitor, oh, heaps of colour. Oh, look! That's so cool! Different shots of the babies. So like it's like a working monitor. Ah, I love that. That is so cute. Like, so you can have blank, or then you can have like heaps of different pictures. Ah, so neat. And then like this, you can have heaps of different colours. Now, what have we got? A few different colours in this as well. And then same again, a few different colours in that. And same again, a few different colours in that. Wow, wasn't that neat? Very cool. So that little set is part of the Stylish Wood Nursery collection by SixamCC. Okay guys, so that wraps up this episode of the On Trends CC, and we have been looking at items that I thought would work for a whimsical woodland themed room. We were talking about the trend where themes are toned down. I don't know how toned down I'm going to go. We'll try. It's a concept rather than taking over the entire space. We've got some absolutely amazing stuff. So that fits into the whimsical and eclectic trend for 2024, where you're sort of using bright pops of colours, unexpected shapes, curves, and curves are meeting straight lines. So that all sort of fits into that whimsical and eclectic vibe, which is what we're going to be going for. So join me for On Trends Rooms, where we build a nursery with all these bits and pieces. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I will list the CC in the description below for you. Have a good one. Bye bye.